What is up, awesome people, and welcome back to another mystery gift video. Okay, so I have been promising this for quite some time, and that is to wrap up the Megastone distributions for Sun and Moon before we go on to Ultra Sun and Moon and go through and basically do like a mega mystery gift video. So this will include the last couple of Megastones. It'll also include the Kalos hat Pikachu, which is running at the moment until the 23rd of October, which will be end of like next week or something like that. I just don't know my dates at the moment. And the Megastones themselves end on the 31st of October. So if you have not gotten any of the Megastones featured in this particular video, you might want to jump on Mystery Gift, use the codes featured in this video, and grab those Megastones because they're disappearing at the end of this month, which is very unfortunate. However, I do have high hopes that with Ultra Sun and Moon, we can communicate with Sun and Moon and trade these Megastones over to Ultra Sun and Moon without having to actually redeem these stones again, because it is a pain in the rear side having to do this the first time around. It'd be another pain in the rear side if we have to do it yet again. So I'd be grabbing them just for that reason in case it is trading from like a particular game. Plus, if it is and you're like me and you're really pedantic with how you go about with Megastones and items and all that, whereas myself, I like having items on individual Pokemon instead of going through later on a later date, moving Megastones to another Pokemon, and then having to grab that team from my battle box and go, oh, that Pokemon doesn't have an item. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be Megastone, which I've had multiple times, which is very embarrassing sometimes, especially on live streams. But anyways, as I said, I'm going to wrap that up, go through the last couple of Megastones that I have yet to cover on this channel, and in the second half of this video, which will probably be the majority of this video, we'll be going through on my US copy of Pokemon Sun. Yes, I've got so many copies of Pokemon Sun, it's absolutely mind-blowing at this point. And just going through and showing you how to get multiples of the Megastones, which is basically almost the same way how you go about getting multiples of the Ash Hat Pikachus, which is go through, start up a game, go through, redeem the codes, trade them over to another game. And by the way, before I continue, you will need 2 3DSs for this. You cannot use Pokebank for this method due to the fact that Pokebank cannot take items, which is really bloody annoying. I really hope they fix that down the track. So for that matter, you will need to have 2 3DSs on hand so you can trade them from one game to another. Alright, so let's go through and do this one little bit of the Megastones. Thankfully, this will be like the only part of the video where I really have to talk, so you guys don't need to put up with my annoying voice for much longer. And then I've got to sit through and play the game introduction again. As I said, I really don't like the introduction of Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now I've had to do it that many times to get Pikachus. Now I'm going to do it one more time for a video, and then hopefully Ultra Sun and Moon's introduction has a skip button or something if it's really boring. Anyways, the mystery gift code for these Megastones is going to be Drache, I do believe. If I can see if I can find it. D-R-A-C-H-E, which is German for dragon, which is very interesting. So far, well actually all of the codes so far I've had like some type of foreign meaning to them, which has been, as I said, really interesting and gives kind of the code some type of meaning. So, as you would kind of figure, all these Megastones are related to dragons. We got Latiosite, Latiosite, Ampharocyte, and Alterianite, which are now up on the screen. All dragon-type Pokemon. So this is going to be really cool. So for those of you who haven't picked up these Megastones yet, make sure to grab them before the end of the month because they're disappearing for good by that point. As I said, I'm not really too sure what Ultra Sun and Moon's going to do about these particular Megastones, if you either grab them in Ultra Sun and Moon, or if you have to trade them from Sun and Moon to be able to get the Megastones. I really hope it's the latter, not the having to redeem option again. As I said, that'd be really annoying. Kind of just dragging that home about how much I would not like that option at all, if that's the case. Alright, so we finally got our gifts for his wedding at the Pokemon Center. All we gotta do is just jump over there now. Our usual mystery gift shenanigans where we just talk to the delivery man and grab our items and just bypass all the Pokemon. For mystery gifts, yes, I definitely have not been redeeming my Pokemon at all, which I think I can do with most of them because I think most of them are like soft resettable because of their natures being locked. Anyways, there is our item, and that should be a somewhat nicely completed mystery gift collection in regards to mystery gifts. The rest of the Megastones I don't really kind of collect, because I haven't had a need to collect them by this point, unless I've had to use them in Wi-Fi battles, which as I said, I don't use Megas all that often. Kind of a personal choice there, nor have I really had any interesting sets from them. Anyways, there's Galadite, Moalite, Gardevoirite, Skeptolite, Beedrillite, Ordinoite, Metachamite. I'm just looking at them going, why have I only got one? I'm pretty sure I should have two there. Did I not? Oh, did I not collect the ones from... I must have missed a mystery gift. Let's go fix that up, because it was like Heracross is down to one as well. I don't use them. That's interesting. Why have I got two of some and only one of others? Because I did the ICs. That is so weird. What's going on? Why have I got one of like the Hoenn ones? And it's either I have not been keeping up with mystery gifts or I haven't redeemed my ICs, which I'm pretty sure I have. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to do a soft reset and see if it comes up saying I've actually redeemed the mystery gift codes. I love how this has just happened on mystery gift. It's like recording a video, pretty sure I've got two of every one. Goes to do it. Nope, I don't have two of the ones that I should. Considering I've done, like, as I said, ICs, and then I should have kept up to date with most of the mystery gift codes. If not, I'm going to have to go through and check my global link. Which I don't know if I can still redeem my presents. If that's the case, that's fine with me, I guess. I'll just have to get multiples through this method. I really don't know what's happened there. The previous one was... pretty sure Korean. Nope, I've already redeemed. Okay, I must have missed my IC gift, which is probably a good possibility there. Anyways, that's how to go about getting all the Megastones at least. I probably didn't save all my Megastones, that's perfectly fine. Anyways, let's go through and show how to go about getting all the actual Megastones traded to your game. So if you want to have duplicates, like more than one or two, if you like some people who did IC and got them early, or if you're someone who's only got one of them through mystery gift and never did the IC and you want multiples of them, this is the method how you do it. So as you can see, I've kind of moved over to my US 3DS, so I had that up just to show I have moved my 3DS. So that first one was my Australian 3DS. So now we're on the US, and I have not started up a Pokemon Sun data yet. I've only done Pokemon Moon on here. I think me and Pip9 have been sharing Pokemon Moon at this point. So which means let's boot up a new save file, and you know what we're going to do here. We're just going to play through the introduction, which I'll do a jump cut for. And from there, we'll then go through and just completely skip the first part and then type in all the codes. But first things first, we need to choose which language we need to play our game in. So of course it's going to be English. Doesn't really matter what language you choose for this part, because obviously the Megastones will just adjust their language whatever game they're on. So anyways, from here, I'm just going to do a big jump cut. You guys won't even know that introduction even existed. So I'll see you guys when I'm back at playable control in the actual game. Alright, so we finally made it to the part of the introduction where I finally have control again. So the first thing you should always do when you go through and set up a new game, turn your text speed on fast. You can turn battle effects off. It does make the introduction a little bit quicker. And of course, save your game. So once you've done that, you'll now have access to Mystery Gift if you just soft reset your game. So I'm quite lucky this actually works, because my US 3DS has kind of got a dodgy R button at this point from overuse and X and Y, so this will be fun. Anyways, L and R and start or select is the button combination for the soft reset. And from here, as I said, this is going to be like a mega load of codes to put in. So hopefully you can keep track of each and every one of them. So as I said, you can go through and select, get the Kalos hat Pikachu, which will be used during this point as well to trade over Megastones. And from there, we'll be getting every single Megastone has come out so far for Mystery Gift. Anything you cannot get in-game will be getting through Mystery Gift at this point. So as I said, gonna be a lot of codes here. So hopefully this won't be too overbearing. Alright, so same as the other Pikachu codes, the Pikachu code for this, after you have gone through and deleted your game, once you've redeemed a Pikachu, is Pikachu 20. So just type that in, Pikachu 20. And that, as I said, will nab you the Kalos hat Pikachu, and that is running until the 23rd of October. And that only just started for me today as well. So I think when I woke up at about 9 this morning, just before I left for work, this actually went live. So that was very handy. Alright, Kalos hat. So, Ash and Pikachu arrive in Kalos and discover the mysteries of Mega Evolution and Evolution belonged all evolution. But Ash's true aim is to become the Kalos League champion, which, spoilers, he doesn't. That should have been pretty obvious to those who have been keeping up with the anime. He hasn't won a league since Orange League. Ah, Ash. One day you'll win the league. Anyways, there is our Kalos hat Pikachu. So as I said, this one will be traded over with a Megastone attached to it since the Z Crystals do not trade, so I guess that's one advantage to picking that up. Alright, time to continue on, and this is where the whole issue of do you want to enter another code option is that is readily available afterwards is kind of annoying. So instead of like, you know, sending you back to the menu and everything, they should have a thing, do you wish to type in another code should be an option straight afterwards. Alright, so from here I'm going to go through and just type in all the other codes and then explain what they give. So the first one is Mewtwo Descent. If I learn to spell, that could be a start. Which gives you the Megastones from Mewtwo X and Mewtwo Y. So the only slow part here is just going to be redeeming them. Me explaining them is going to be really, really quick. So because there's obviously a new save, I'm not going to have any of these. So once again, these are one per save, as you kind of saw with the little shenanigans I had a little earlier in this video, where I thought I hadn't redeemed something, but turned out I did. I still don't know why I've only got ×1 for some Megastones when, as I said, I did all the ICs for them. I still can't work that out. Anyways, there's the 2 Mewtwo Mega Evolutions. Back into Mystery Gift to go, and as I said, this is kind of where that whole option of do you wish to type in another code could be very handy. Oh well, one could dream that we get that option. Anyways, the next one is Mega Mawile, Beedrill, and as well as Medichamite and Ordinoite, I do believe. So the code for this one is going to be Intimidate as Mawilite and... well, Beedrillite doesn't get Intimidate, so that's an interesting one, just going purely off the Mawilite's ability there. Intimidate. But I guess Mega Beedrill is kind of intimidating, so I'll give that a pass. So that's the second code that came out way back in March. That's a very old code. And as for the Mewtwo one, that came out in March 3rd. So this one was March 15th, so a little bit after the Mega Mewtwo one. And as I said at the beginning of this video, these all expire October 31st as well. So on Halloween, at the end of 31st of October, these say bye-bye. So I can only reiterate so many times to go get these Megastones if you don't have them already. So there we go, there's another 4. So the next bunch of codes took place March 28th. These give you Mega Pidgeot, Mega Steelix, Mega Heraconite, or Mega Heracross in other words, and Mega Houndoom, which really made me very happy because I really, really like Mega Houndoom. It's one of my favorite Megas. And it wasn't until a couple of months later that we actually got my second favorite Mega Evolution, but we'll get to that. So this one is Azurill. Now, I will probably have somewhere in this video that shows each of the meanings of these Megastones codes. I know I showed it in one of my previous Mega Gift videos, but just a reminder, I will have it somewhere just showing what the meaning of each of these words actually is, because they all, as I said, have some type of meaning. Anyways, there is our next Megastone gift. So another 4 down, another X amount to go. So once we got that one, we now move on to the Hoenn starters. So this one was the most anticipated out of all of them, I do believe, was the Hoenn starters. And this was also the one of them that came really, really late. No idea why this one came so late. I think it had something to do with the fact that it was at the time of this particular Megastone event, there was a mass online banning of players due to the fact that so many people brought like illegal Pokemon to the IC. That was the rumor I was hearing, so I'm not really too sure if that was like confirmed why the event was delayed. But regardless, this is a code I'm not going to be able to say. Looking for V, can't find it. And LANT. I hope I spelt that one right. Yep, I did. Lucky. Alright, so this one says the Hoenn starters. And no, this one's not the Hoenn starters. I skipped that one. I went to the next one. This one came out in July 27th and came after the Hoenn starters. Actually, I think this one came before the Hoenn starters anyway. They distributed this one first, then did the Hoenn starters. Anyways, this one is for Tyranitarite, Manectricite, Abomasnite, and Agronite. And this, as I said, this one came with my second favorite Mega, which was Manectric. Do love using Manectric. It's so handy with Intimidate and Volt Switch. Very good for phasing those physical attackers, plus dealing damage with Volt Switch. Also has like massive special attack as well. Actually, I don't think I've ever used Mega Manectric at all since X and Y. It's been one of those very quiet Megas of mine. Anyways, that was supposed to be the Hoenn starters, but I had a dyslexic moment and read the wrong bloody code again. So let's actually do the Hoenn starters. Ah, fun times. Anyways, we are getting close to the end. There's only 3 more codes to redeem. We'll have the Hoenn starters and then the 2 recent ones. So the Hoenn starters is going to be this particular code. Masubusa? Busa. Okay, searching for gift, and this one came with Blazikenite, Skeptolite, Swamperdite, Banetite, and Cameruptite. So the Banetite and Cameruptite were obviously the 2 bonuses that came with it. Quite a lot of Megastones for that particular event as well. So a grand total of 5 Megastones. I think all the rest of them gave a grand total of 4. So this one was like a very nice event indeed. I think they had to throw 1 extra due to the fact it was just so damn late in regards to distribution. Alright, so there we go. There's another one down. 2 more codes left to go, and both of these codes you would have actually seen already in this video. So there was the code that I typed in to see if I'd already redeemed that code, and the other one was the code that I actually redeemed at the very start of this video, which was the Dratch code for the Dragon Mega Evolutions. Actually, I'm starting to think, I'm starting to think I did miss one. It was like Weakness Cup. I was going to do a video on it, I completely forgot. Oh no, not Weakness Cup, Tiny Cup. Like the Tiny Tawny. I know for a fact now, I'm just thinking back on it. Sorry to like digress here, but I did actually miss that because I was supposed to do a video on it, how to go about entering IC, but things happened with work. I didn't get time to do it, and it expired, my IC code. So I was like, so much for that. So that would have been a really interesting video that unfortunately I had to miss. So hopefully, if they do more Pokemon Global Link events like that, I'll be able to probably cover that in the future. Oh, okay, I know why I'm missing 4 of them now, or 3. Still don't know why I'm missing more than that though. That'll be a mystery I'll figure out sometime down the track. Alright, so there's the second last code, and the last code is of course the Mega Evolutions for Dragons, and then we'll go through and we'll have to do another 30 minutes of gameplay, which I will definitely skip. So we can actually go to the delivery man at the Pokemon Center just before the trainer school and grab our Megastone. So as I said, this one is going to be Dratch, which is German for dragon. As I said, I can't remember the rest of them. I think Poyang was Korean for embrace or something like that. It was like Korean for Gardevoir's Pokédex entry. Off the top of my head anyways. And there we go, there is the last of the Megastones. That was a lot of mystery gift redeeming. Not only that, we have the Pikachu to pick up as well. So that's step 1 done. Redeem all the Megastones and the Pikachu. Next step is obviously get to the Pokemon Center, which is, as I said, 1.5 hours, considering it is half an hour of gameplay to get there. Pick up the Megastones will be step 3, and then step 4 is going through picking up Pokemon for us to trade, and step 5 will be the trading process itself. So strap yourselves in. What will feel like a couple of seconds for you guys will be probably eternity for me, considering, as I said, I hate Introduction of Sun and Moon now because of how many times I've had to replay through this. Anyways, oops, I just bumped the mic, didn't mean to do that. Anyways, I'll see you guys back at the Pokemon Center at the trainer's school, if I haven't gone insane by that point. Alright, so we're finally at the Pokemon Center for my US Pokemon Sun. And you fell asleep playing that introduction, as I always do. So anyways, let's talk to the delivery man, the long-awaited delivery man. I now have 8 mystery gifts to pick up. So let's start with the Ash Hat Pikachu, which is the Kalos hat. So there we go, we received a Pikachu. It is a lot of work trying to get multiples of these things, indeed. But it does pay off if you actually go through and put in the time, I guess, if you really want multiples of these particular Pokemon. Considering the fact that they are once in a lifetime type of things, I would say. If it's anything like the spiky-eared Pikachu that we saw back in Heart Gold Soul Silver, where that was only exclusive to Heart Gold Soul Silver, they could not be traded to any other version. That would probably make this particular Pikachu so good. But this will be able to be traded to Ultra Sun and Moon, because there is another Ash Hat coming out for Ultra Sun and Moon that's tied in with the Pokemon I Choose You movie, and that has codes being given out for the movie, and it's already had a code out for Japan, but you gotta wait for the games to actually come out for them to be actually scanned and all that, because they use QR codes. Anyways, here we go. Here's the Kalos Hat Pikachu. It is locked to hardy nature. It comes with the ability Static, has the moves Thunderbolt, Quick Attack, Iron Tail, and Electro Ball. And I don't have an IV checker, so we can't actually check that, but it does come with no guaranteed IVs, I can say that. It is also shiny locked as well. And of course, if you go check its summary, it'll have the wishing ribbon on it, which does prevent it from being traded on Wonder Trade and being traded on GTS as well. So you can trade it through local trade or trading with another person, but you cannot, under any circumstance, trade a Ash Hat Pikachu or any event Pokemon with a classic ribbon or wishing ribbon. Wishing ribbon, good job dyslexia. But knowing that each and every mystery gift Pokemon comes with a ribbon, it's basically saying that no mystery gift Pokemon can be Wonder Traded or GTS, in other words. Plain and simple. So if any mystery gift Pokemon does not come with a wishing ribbon or a classic ribbon, you know for a fact they've been obtained by any other means but mystery gifts. I keep saying it every other video, but it should be like drilling it into your head that you cannot Wonder Trade or GTS these Pokemon at all. Anyways, that's the Kalos Hat Pikachu. As I said, I don't think there's anything else I can really show with this Pokemon. It does come with the Pikachu Z, but in this case, it's not really going to be a big thing for me because, as I said, you can't trade Z Crystals. Already got a Z Crystal on my main game as well. And we go to delete this game as well for whatever it means, whether it be more mystery gift stuff or redeeming more Megastones, which I hope not. I can probably deal with having 3 of each or maybe 2 of each Megastone at this point. But for whatever reason, I need to do another game for whatever reason. I'll have the option to do that with this particular game on US if I need to trade back to my Australian game. Anyways, let's go pick up all those Megastones that we redeemed earlier as well. Alright, so 7 mystery gifts. Take them all together. So here we go, 7 item gifts at once, which are all those Megastones we just put into mystery gifts. So if we just go through, you can see here we've got Mewtwo'nite X, Mewtwo'nite Y, Mawilite, Beedrillite, Ordinowite, Medicham-mite, Pidgeotite, Steelixite, Heraconitite, Houndoomite, Tyranitarite, Absolite, Manetricite, Agronite, Skeptolite, Blazikenite, Swampodite, Cameroptite, Benedite, Gardevoirite, Galadite, Lopunite, Deanceyite, Ampharosite, Altarionite, Latiosite, and Latiosite. There's a lot of Megastones there. So that is whatever step this was up to. I forgot what step this was. Anyways, the next step we need to do is actually go through and catch ourselves some Pokemon so we can trade over to the Australian game. So I've been given 10 Pokeballs. You need a grand total of 28 Pokemon in order to trade over to another game. So unfortunately that means I'm going to have to trade back some Pokemon. Or in my case, it's going to have to do a double trade because all I've got to trade back is eggs. So I didn't really think this through properly. So if you want to go for Pokemon, it's probably best to start catching Pokemon as soon as you get given the Pokeballs, which is straight after the catching Pokemon tutorial just here. You are guaranteed a Pick-a-Peck encounters 3 steps after that tutorial as well, so there should be your first Pokemon. And any Pokemon you encounter after that, you can just pretty much snag straight off the bat. Obviously, if you got a Pikachu, you start off with 1 Pokemon to trade off there, which is awesome. So that leaves us with 27 Pokemon to catch. So hopefully, if everything catch on the first go, which that didn't happen, that's schmancy. I'm going to go find another Pokemon now. I will end up with 11 Pokemon. So as I said, unless I decide to trade over some reject Pokemon of mine, I'll have to do some double trades because all I've got on me is rejects and eggs. I've got a lot of egg fodder I can use though for trades, so as I said, I may just do the double trade option. Anyways, I'm going to skip this completely in editing, but I will do this on my own pace, because who knows how long this is going to take. I may not even walk away with 10 Pokemon either, so I'll see you guys when I've gone through all my Pokeballs. And as I said, hopefully I'll have a decent amount of Pokemon to trade, otherwise this next step's going to be a real pain in the rear side. Alright, so that was an extremely long, tedious task. I like to make a little correction to something that I said before I did my little catching Pokemon routine. I did say you get given 10 Pokeballs at the start of the game, just before you do the, or just after Professor Kukaway shows you how to catch Pokemon in the game. But once you get to the first Pokemon Center, you can actually talk to the guy at the Pokemart, and you can buy more Pokeballs, so I think realistically you can have something like nearly 200 Pokeballs, because you have, by this point, if you speedrun the game, and even if you skip a lot of the trainers for the early game, you still have about 35,000 Pokédollar in your bag, so you can go straight off the bat and buy 99 Pokeballs, plus the extra 10 you get given at the game, so you have 109 Pokeballs to really work with, plus an extra 15,000 on the side as well, so getting Pokeballs shouldn't really be too much of a chore at the beginning of the game. It's just going through and catching the Pokemon that is so tedious. So speaking of going through and catching Pokemon, that's exactly what I have done. I'm at this point quite exhausted. We're about an hour and a half through this video for me, technically. You guys would probably be about half an hour, I think, just judging by my narration. But anyways, here is all the Pokemon that I have caught. So I'm just going to briefly have a look through here, see if I lucked out with a Pokerus or something like that, which can potentially happen. You can luck out and get a Pokerus. It is quite rare. No, I wasn't actually that lucky, so that's all my Pokemon. I caught 29 of them. I caught one extra just in case I miscounted my Megastones, which is always an option. And because I'm not trading over any Pokemon as per se, if you were trading over Pokemon, Populo would count as an extra Pokemon, therefore giving you 30 Pokemon, and I actually got lucky and got Jolly. I didn't actually realize that. No wonder my water gun was doing so little at the start of the game. Anyways, because I'm not trading over any Pokemon at all, I'm just going to be trading over eggs. They're all like my reject eggs that I just did from my 2IV Pokemon and all that. So I know they're not going to hatch anything decent. My only worry is they may hatch into shiny Pokemon because I was doing the Suda method. If it's shiny, then I suppose I can part ways with that. Anyways, next step in this process is to go through and give all of these Pokemon Megastones. The Megastones that you picked up from the mystery gift a little bit earlier. So I'm probably just going to speed this bit up so I don't bore you guys. So once I've done that, we'll just jump on to the next step, which is trading with the other game. Right, that's all the Megastones attached to all of my Pokemon. So as you go through there, they've all got Megastones attached to them, and these are with the Pokemon that I'll be trading to my other game. As for these two Pokemon, just gonna throw them in box 2 so I don't accidentally trade too many Pokemon and be like, oh, I did too many trades. Alright, well that's cool. We've got our Pokemon sorted, and now this is the part where I said we're gonna need 2 3DSs or another player as per se. So if you're trading with someone that you trust online, you'll need to activate Plaza, which is now available to you at this point as well. Or if you're doing local trade between another 2DS or a 3DS of yours, you will need to use Quick Link, which is normally the quickest way. Unless you're using Oznet, most times you'll need to use Plaza, but I'm pretty sure I can get away with Quick Link for this video. I know, I've had some issues with Quick Link with Pit Knight. Maybe it's just him, I don't know. Alright, time to do the Quick Link. So I'm quick linking with my Pokemon Sun for the Australian game, which is why it says connecting with KrimZen. Fun times. Anyways, from here, it should be self-explanatory. Just trade all of those Pokemon holding the Megastones with the other game until you've gone through and traded them all across. And that is basically the last, well, technically the second last step if you want to be really technical. The last step will be, of course, taking the items off those Pokemon on the other game, and then having fun from there. So Oh, that's lovely. It's a beast ball. What was I? Oh, I know what this Pokemon is. It's one of the Patreon eggs. Oh, that might be bad. They could potentially be 5 IVs and shiny. I might want to hatch them. Alright, well, as I said, I'm just basically going to speed this part up because this part is going to be really boring. So, I shall catch you guys at the end of this process. As I said, the trading part isn't really the long part, it's just going through and actually getting to this point. But yes, we're nearly at the end, so once we've done all this, that's basically it. So I'll catch you guys at the end of this. So here we are back on my Australian Pokemon Sun after doing all those trades. Now all we're going to do at this point is just go into the PC, and here we are, there's all the Pokemon I just traded over. So they've all got the Megastone, so at this point, all I gotta do is just take them off the Pokemon, and voila, there is all the Megastones. How to get multiple of them, basically, is what I was just trying to get at. So that's the long, tedious chore of going through and getting duplicates of the Megastones, plus your Ash Hat Pikachus at the exact same time. So if you do want duplicates of the Ash Hat Pikachus and the Megastones, now would be the best time to do it. As I said, the Pikachu for the Kalos region does end at the 23rd of October, and the Kalos, the lower cap, which is the very last Pikachu, does end on 24th. Sorry, starts at 24th of October and ends on the 30th of October, and the Megastones end on the very last day of October, which is the 31st of October. Once that happens, I have no idea what is going to happen. If you just, it's a matter of trading them to Ultra Sun and Moon, or if Ultra Sun and Moon will have all the Megastones available somewhere in that game, or if we have to go through this tedious task again of redeeming them all once again, which, as I said, I really hope that's not the case. I hope it's just a case of trading them from Sun and Moon, or they're all available in Ultra Sun and Moon. Either way, I'll take either one of those options. Alright, so that is basically it. I don't think there's anything else I have to say on this topic. This has been one hell of a video to go through. I've been doing this now for 2 hours recording. You guys will only see about half an hour to 40 minutes of the recording, so it kind of takes out all the tedious work that you've got to do. But as I said, it's a lot of work, but it is high reward if that's what you really want, is duplicates of the Megastones or duplicates of the Ash Hat Pikachus. For those of you who don't want dupes, you don't need to do all that hard work, so think yourself lucky on that one. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until the next mystery gift video, and for the next mystery gift video, can I just say it will not be as long as this video and the last video. They'll be back to their normal, usual lengths, about 4 minutes to whatever, depending on how much explanation I need to do. So until then, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!